Right, guys, the next speaker is again a familiar face around the TPR traps. The teacher that I met down in Canberra. He's always got something very relevant to say, so let's give it up for Dylan, guys.
Thanks, Tricky. Yeah, Dylan Oakley, if I haven't met you before, just found my arms just gone to sleep while I was sitting on the grass there. Just want to acknowledge Tricky today. And hey, Trick, that poem, man, hit me straight from the heart, eh? I love this guy. He's not perfect, but what I've seen is that as much as he's done for this movement over the years, he hasn't just got critics, this guy's got enemies. And I'm not just talking about from the government either. And I want to honour you today, mate, from me and my family. We weren't at all the rallies from 2020 that he mentioned and onwards. Pretty much the start of 2021, we started coming out and being part of what Tricky was doing. But I tell you what, when I walked into the gardens that first time with my family, and, you know, we'd all been going through a whole lot of a barrage, you know, coming from the mainstream media, from friends, family, employers, everyone. And you could just feel this dark, you know, foreboding coming on, not only Australia, but around the world. We could see it was like I picked it from very early on. I said, this is like a communist takeover, you know, and we're experiencing, we're living in it. And to walk into these gardens, it was in the February of 2021, Trick, and I come in here and the music's playing and all you guys are here. It's just to see that we're not alone. There's others who are going to make a stand, who are going to push back on this thing. And then I remember November last year. Who was here in November last year? This whole place was just packed to the seams, you know. And that was just before the mandates kicked in, you know, and we realised that these guys were playing for keeps. And the theme of this rally is I believe, and I want to resonate what Tricky said. I believe in you. I believe in you because I know that all of us out here have had the flame, our feet to the flame, and we didn't capitulate. We've had our jobs and our livelihoods threatened. For some of us, they took our jobs off us. They took our livelihoods off us. For others, it meant we couldn't see our family. We couldn't travel. We couldn't go into institutions and places where we needed to go. We couldn't even go and see the doctor. We made a stand and we had our feet to the flame and we didn't give in. So I believe in you. I'm glad if I want anyone to be around me and who have my back and stand next to me, it's you lot. It's you lot. Not only that, we had the shaming that went on by the media, constantly shaming, bullying, coercion, intimidation. And it sometimes took, coming out to a rally like this just to recalibrate ourselves. You know what I mean? And to get around like-minded people. And hey, we are an eclectic bunch, I got to say. If I asked you your opinion, I reckon we'd almost all have a different one each. Yet we're still here and we have some common ground. And coming back to what I was saying about this bloke, he's not the Messiah. We'll leave that heavy burden to Jesus Christ, amen? But he's doing a good job, and I credit him and I thank him for what he's done for us in Brisbane and Queensland. Good on you, mate. You've shown amazing courage, eh? Amazing courage, dedication and tenacity. And I'm honoured to stand next to him. The theme of this get-together is called I Believe. It's a powerful theme because it speaks to me of faith and it speaks to me of conviction. And as I just said, we are, and I'm talking to people of conviction. People who said, you're not going to change my mind by pressuring me. I'm not going to sell my soul for anything. And if you've made it this far and you've lost your job and you've lost your family, you've lost your friends, and you've really lost your rose-coloured glasses view of the earth and the world, and you've made it this far, well, you're not buckling for anybody. And difficult days are coming. This is a war, and I believe we've won some strategic battles this year. The biggest battles we've won have been internal. There's not one of us here today who are the same as what we were before all this started. Would you agree with that? There was not one of us here today who is the same as what we were when this all started. The biggest victory has been what's happened inside of us. We've discovered who we are. We've discovered the strength of our convictions. For many of us, we rekindled our faith in God, our Creator, in whose image we are made and share and display to the earth. You know, the globalist satanic agenda that's going on wants to reduce every one of us from humans made in the image of God to the status of animals that you can tag and chip and ID and herd into compliance. I tell you today, I believe we're not animals. We're made in the image of God. We have a dignity that He has placed on us that government and when I say government, I'm talking about rogue governments, can never take that dignity off us. Ever. Just before I go on, I just want to honour the nurses as well and the health workers today. We really need to honour these guys. They're still standing. They're still mandated out of their profession. Health workers. I know the mandates are finally dropping now for supermarket workers, and there will be other industries that I've missed. But I know one today is the health workers, and you're still standing, and we salute you, and we honour you, and we do not forget you.